What up, Medford?
What up? Stay Classy Medford episode 4. That is number 4.
They're rolling fast, man.
I know. Weekly here.
Consistency is key.
Always got something to talk about in Medford.
Oh, yeah.
We're very lucky with that.
Yes, we are. We live right off of I-5, which, if you don't know, is terrible for a lot of things and also good for a lot of things. I don't know if you heard about the Red Roof Inn conspiracy, but they're in a lot of legal...
It's the Ramada now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, there's a Red Roof Inn right next to Arby's. I don't know if you've seen, like, right next to Arby's.
Yeah, that's the one that just switched to Ramada.
Oh, they did?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's probably good reason because they were in a lot of allegations of human trafficking.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I mean, it makes sense in the sense of, it's right off of I-5. All other chains are right off of I-5.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of, court documents that say a lot of workers came forward and were reporting prostitution and just really sketchy shit. So I'm glad they rebranded.
It's sad to see, any of that in Medford. I hate seeing any of it.
Absolutely. No place for that.
We are, as always, sponsored by Schlesinger and Villeneuve. I just want to shout them out real quick.
That's right.
If there are legal problems, which there are plenty of here in Medford, give them a call if you need some representation. They'll take care of you.
Great people.
I had a show on Saturday with the great Rodney Norman.
Rodney the Man Norman.
Yeah, and it was a great time, super fun. We had a great crowd. Down Tempo Productions, go follow them. They put on a hell of a show, and there will be more. So look out for them. Yeah, Down Tempo Productions. I also have an improv open mic. So I started this so that people could get into improv if they wanted to. Not too many opportunities for that in the area. But at Wild River Pub in Grants Pass on the 30th, on Friday, we have improv open mic. You can come sign up for improv in the beginning, and then we finish it out with a stand-up open mic.
They have great food there, too.
Yeah.
I love their jalapeno poppers.
That's what I was going to say. The poppers, man.
Oh, yeah.
You get those poppers because they fresh dip those poppers.
Beer batter or something?
Yeah, some kind of batter. I haven't gotten to the inner workings of the kitchen yet.
Nice.
But I host their comedy nights also on the second weekend of the month, so come check that out. That's nationally touring comics.
Yeah. No, that'd look like a lot of fun, so
yeah.
Very cool. And we were talking about if you do go out to any of these open mics, get a clip, a minute clip of you doing some stand-up. Make sure to let Nick know, and we want to make like a little compilation of, just up-and-coming stand-up open micers here in Medford, because you could be the next Netflix special in a year or two. You just have to work at it.
Yeah, there's this new kid on the block. His name's Wesley.
Ooh.
And Wesley Funderburg.
Ooh, that is a nice name.
Yeah.
You're going to remember that.
He's hilarious, and he's going to be doing some stuff, like, in the near future. He's very funny.
Nice. Is he from Medford, or?
Yeah.
Nice.
He's been showing up to mics and crushing. And then we have all of our local, open mic people. And we have, like, Jason Webb runs Thursdays at Grape Street Bar and Grill. That's a great open mic, super fun, high energy open mic. And then we have Sundays, which is now switching to Wednesdays for football season at Chadwick's.
Nice.
So Wednesday nights, 7 p.m., starting on the 4th.
Nice. Yeah, well, hey, if you like comedy, if you've ever thought about doing comedy, this is a great opportunity just to get out there and make yourself known, because entertainment, like a lot of industries, is just taken off because the consumption of, of just content is just skyrocketing. There's just not enough content that can be produced.
Yeah.
So
to feed our American faces.
And the world, too, because you'd be surprised how many people from other countries watch our shit. We're just entertaining,
Yep, and we want it to go international. That'd be nice.
Yeah,
but
prestige worldwide.
If some guy in England is watching the Stay Classy Medford podcast,
you better do it with the accent, though.
He's like, hello, so if I was to go to Medford, I would make sure to lock my doors when I'm driving
in your chariot.
Yeah, down the road. Uh,
Which, the whole thing with, UK and the United States, the biggest difference is knives and guns, right? You
hmm
get stabbed over there, you get shot over here, but it's the same shit.
It's funny because I had a business called Chefed Up,
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
I looked up, and that is a British term for getting stabbed.
Chefed up. That
And
sounds
so that was a
gangster.
joke while we were working. We'd be like, "Oh, you want to get chefed up, do you?" You know?
That's funny as hell. Wow.
Oh
That
man.
rolls off the tongue too, chefed up.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a good time. COVID, unfortunately, was not the right time. So,
Dude, COVID, what did we all just forget we lived through COVID?
oh man,
Like
it was a crazy time. We're still
Southern
in it.
Oregon specifically, we had COVID, we had the Alameda fire,
Mhm.
and we had just like, triple threat. It
Mhm.
was just like, what the fuck?
And all those factors led to, no, don't
No.
open a business right now. What are you doing?
No.
You know?
But talking about new businesses, the Dum Dum of the Week.
Ooh,
Yeah, let's talk
yeah.
about who did.
Well, the business is not the dum dum. Like the dum dum is affecting a small business that just
Yep.
opened to provide for their families.
Yep.
And the restaurant industry is already struggling as it is. All right. We don't need to damage their property at the same time,
Yeah.
even if you're fending for some chicken. Okay.
Yeah. Which
So we have the dum dum of the week is the Chicken Man, and he kicked in the door at Capone's Pollo Asado here
breaking
in
their
Medford.
window. Yeah.
And so they came in the next morning to find that at their new lovely establishment. Make sure to go to Capone's Pollo Asado this week and buy a plate and support them. Make sure we replace that door for them
Yeah.
for the Dum Dum of the Week. And I just want to clarify something. There was a comment on YouTube, okay?
Awesome.
And they said, I don't think it's smart to reward these guys for being dum-dums. I'm not actually going to give these guys any rewards. I was joking. And if this guy does hit me up in 10 years when he gets out of prison and he wants his $5 gift card, I'll give it to him. But he has to do an interview. Right?
Sir,
So
why
we
did
were
you derail
joking.
that fucking Klamath Falls?
Yeah, we were joking. I'm a comedian. I can't help it. I can't turn this shit off, you know?
let me turn it off for you.
Okay. Yeah. Oh,
Oh shit. Never mind.
okay. We're back.
Well,
So we'll roll right into the fire minute now.
Yeah.
So this week we had false fall number 1. I am sorry to burst y'all's bubble, but it is not fall.
it is.
We
not.
have a long way to go.
Yeah.
And I still need you to keep your ashes and your butts inside the vehicles because it will be in the high 90s this week,
Yeah.
even into the hundreds going into the
Fuck.
weekend. Hopefully not, but it is looking like we're going to hit 100.
So if you haven't been out to the river, fucking go.
Yeah. And we did enjoy this little taste of fall, but we will see you again in October.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Which will be nice because when all the pumpkin, the fields are, you're out there doing a whole
Yep.
Halloween thing. Which I don't know, man. Do you want to do a little something for Halloween? Maybe
Oh man,
go
for
out to
sure.
a cemetery or
Let's
the. So I have a I don't know if you know people, but people with Teslas, when you drive through a cemetery, the sensors on your Tesla will literally, and I've seen this videos of this,
Whoa.
it will pick up people.
Whoa.
It's fucking scary.
Whoa. That is very
And I'll show you a video, before you leave, but it's literally just this Tesla going through a cemetery and you just see 2 people, 1 person. You're like, it's midnight. What the fuck?
Yeah.
But it is
I would love to
terrifying.
do that. I'm actually entered in a contest that the voting will open on September 3rd.
Oh, nice.
It's called Faces of Horror.
Ooh.
And the prize, one of the prizes is that I get to go on a ghost hunt with Kane Hodder. Do you know who he
Ooh,
is?
No.
He's the guy who played Jason Voorhees
In
in all of the movies.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, Kane is he's the Jason Voorhees, and that's one of the prizes to the thing, and also I get to represent this website as the face of horror. So
Nice.
throw a vote my way, September 3rd, Faces of Horror.
Yeah, we'll make sure to put a link to that so people can vote.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
and so let's do some Tesla ghost hunts.
Yeah, that sounds like fun, dude. you never know what you're gonna catch.
Who's
out
got a
there.
Tesla? Who wants to do this? Jacksonville Cemetery. Let's go. You know.
Cruising on the Tesla, no, 6. Oh. No, it would be wild though to catch some crazy stuff. And I know last week's podcast we talked about the women in white in Table Rock and all
Yeah,
this stuff.
that would be.
Yeah, I mean,
Imagine if we actually like caught that on video, like a
No.
full body apparition of a woman in white, and I'd be like, okay, well, I give up on this. I think it's a bad omen for the podcast, honestly.
we're done.
Yeah.
Oh no, we're Boeing executives. No.
Yeah. No. Don't come after us, please. We are nobody.
All the parts are good. I've never flown, so I can say that.
Oh man. So another person. I mean, yesterday I witnessed a high speed chase.
How fast?
Probably about 35 miles an hour.
Jesus.
Two sheriffs were following this SUV down Crater Lake Highway. I'm just sitting there. I look in my rearview mirror and I see these two sheriffs, following this guy, and they go through the yield sign, almost hit a car. Both the sheriffs almost hit a car, and they just continued on 35 miles an hour down the street. And I was like, are we living seriously in a GTA like side town right now? Because like it feels like it. It really sometimes feels like it when I'm just driving around every day and I see something absolutely nuts out there every day. Oh, Medford.
Yeah.
I love you. I love you so much. Like the majority of the people here are great, but the crazies that we have are just so crazy.
Yeah.
That they stand out, man.
Oh, they do. Like the other day I was literally just driving down the road. Actually, where was I? Fuck. I was over by the Toyota dealership.
Mm-hmm.
There was these two tweakers, and one of them had a cart like full of shit, like their stuff, and he's pretending to throw it into traffic as cars are turning. And I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like, I'm just trying to get to work.
Yeah, please don't wreck my car.
I know you're working right now, but I need to get to work.
Right, man. It's something out there. I mean, and we also need to advocate for these people. In a way.
There are a
they
lot
need
of...
to be held accountable, but at the
Absolutely.
same time, there's not a lot of help out there for them.
Yeah.
And we have a serious homeless problem, even still after the Alameda fire, years later.
Oh man, I don't think we
still homeless people from that fire.
Have we replaced all the homes that were lost? There was like 3,000.
I don't think that everybody had insurance, man.
Yeah.
Like it's a tough world out there, and if you don't have enough money to pay insurance every month, then you're pretty much screwed when your house burns down.
Yep.
It's like I feel bad for these people, and life is hard, and you find an escape.
Yeah.
And sometimes that escape takes hold of you, and then you're in it. Yep. And there you are, and now you're considered a tweaker, or I just think we need more here.
Yeah.
Like how much do we need to witness before we do something?
Yeah.
Right.
I know that the whole decriminalization was such a failure. And we can say that because the countries that have done it, like Portugal, they saw success in it. But I think it's a whole different population. Just, they also don't have probably a lot of methamphetamine.
And I also think prosecuting someone for a small amount of a drug, it shouldn't be a huge, like, send them to prison, type of thing.
Yeah.
But maybe get them some damn help, you know? Or, if they go to jail, help them within the jail.
Right. Don't just let them get beat up.
Yeah. And it's like, there are things we can do, but also these people that are bringing large amounts of these drugs into the area need to be locked up for a long time. Like, get them out of here. Well, they are killing people with this fentanyl shit.
It's amazing to see these canines, they do this, like, it's on the scanner page several times a month. These canines will just, they busted this 50,000, pill, fentanyl, whatever. And it's just like, damn, these dogs are amazing.
Yeah. And they need to get this shit off the market.
Yeah. And it's all off of I-5 too.
Like, fentanyl, even it should only be for dying people.
Yeah.
Because it's it's
It's a hospice drug. That's kind of what it
it's
was
the
made for.
worst kind of drug there is. And
Yeah.
it's like the high is not worth your life, man.
No.
And
Literally,
also,
like,
if you think you can get better cocaine than Mac Miller, you're sadly mistaken, my guy.
yeah,
You know?
that dude was
So,
connected, and you know, there's a lot of shitty people that are greedy,
mhm,
and that is gonna transcend into any race, any demographic of
yep.
wealth or whatever. So
Mhm.
you just really have to watch out for yourself. And unfortunately, until we have medical grade cocaine that is coming from a pharmacy that it has the United States agriculture stamp, I think I'm good. I think I'm not gonna do it till
No, I don't
you
think
know.
that. I don't think it's worth it. I think that the the heyday of cocaine is over.
Oh yeah.
It's not a party drug anymore. You're taking your life into your hands. It's
Yep.
not like small amount, even small little tiny amounts of fentanyl that you can barely see at the tip of a pin
Jesus.
can kill two people. Think about that. If you're sensitive to the stuff, you're
And
dead. You
and
know?
I when I was in San Diego, I was living with this Buddhist, this 62-year-old Buddhist. I was like in my early 20s.
Nice.
Just, going through that crazy life,
There
right?
you go. You gotta
And
learn.
that's right. This dude was wild, dude. He would get like every Monday at 7 a.m., he'd have somebody from Tijuana run him a brick of like Mexi weed with like the seeds and all that nasty shit. So I got to smoke some of that
Oh
because I lived
man,
in
what an
Oregon.
experience,
I got to learn Oregon weed before I even tried the Mexi
man.
stuff, and oh my god, it's terrible. So
Mm-hmm.
I left California, came back up here, not
Mm-hmm.
because of that, but
Right.
there's a lot of reasons. But
Yeah.
it's really amazing just to see how drugs have just destroyed America.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah. And when like with the marijuana thing, like it's legal now,
yeah,
like, and we're still treating it as if it is a drug, and um, it's just as much a drug as alcohol. You
yeah,
know, like, but not in the sense of alcohol will kill you and
oh yeah,
marijuana won't. And
yeah.
that's facts. I
There,
do know people who are allergic to marijuana.
yeah.
Huh?
I knew
So there is
somebody in the
that.
industry, this older lady who would like break out in hives and shit
Mm-hmm.
if she smoked, and I was like,
That's
"What?
probably hay fever from working with it all day.
Jesus!"
Like I know a lot of people who get that, but I know people who, if they smoke it, they'll go into cardiac arrest.
Oh my god,
They'll have anaphylaxis and die.
Jesus!
Like, and so for those people,
Mm-hmm.
marijuana's a bad drug.
Yes.
But honestly, like in the spectrum of things, the tip of a pin,
Yeah.
fentanyl, or a fucking pound of marijuana that you could smoke to your face and
Right.
you still wouldn't die.
Yeah. So the whole reason I was talking about that Buddhist guy, sorry, it just came back to me. He said that Mexicans or Indians or native people,
Mm-hmm.
they have a lower tolerance for like opioids. So for me, he was like, mushrooms for you, bud. Like no,
So is it like the
not.
melanin?
I don't know. I don't
I
know.
don't know. Yeah.
But I was like, okay, shit, I will stay away from all the. And when I had my wisdom teeth removed, they gave me some Vicodin, and I did like one pill, and like the whole night, just heart racing. I couldn't sleep.
Hmm.
So I just, after that, I just did ibuprofen and just
Yeah.
kind of took it.
Yeah. I know I have a pretty hypersensitivity to opioids as well. When I was 14,
Yeah.
I had swimmer's ear and I was at Bible
Ooh.
camp for a week.
Oh,
So I went
shit.
untreated for a week. And so my freaking head is just rotting from the inside, basically.
Oh shit.
And when I got back, they gave me, I took a half of a Vicodin that they prescribed to me,
Mm-hmm.
and I slept for like 14 hours. Like,
Oh shit.
and I never took a Vicodin again after that. I kind of just raw dogged life when
Yeah.
it came to that stuff. Yeah.
Dude, that swimmer's ear is terrible. Like, and
Yeah.
I feel like for me, I used to get that a lot until showers, especially. You get that shit in your ear.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're better about just kind of not letting it hit your ear,
Right.
I was way better about not having that ear pain because
Yeah.
it gets painful.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, we got a little in depth this week. I think
Yeah.
that it was a good episode, and I
Oh,
think that you
absolutely.
should
Dude, the
take.
20 minutes flew by so fast.
I know, it's insane.
That's
And we
wild.
we try to keep this to 20 minutes. We know you got a busy day ahead of you here in Medford.
Yes, you do.
Um,
Dodging all them
the
tweakers.
and also the bad drivers, man.
Oh
Wow,
my
you guys need to
God.
get it together, because
Some of your blinkers have like spider webs on them.
oh yeah,
that-
something they haven't been in use in a while. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
But they are there.
Yeah, so we'll end on that, and and thank you for joining us for Stay Classy Medford. We will be back next week with my illustrious co-host, What the Frank over here. Follow at WTF Medford for all information on what kind of crazy shit is going on here in Medford. We'll see you next week.
Oh, yeah. We got the mushrooms. Let's go.